Welcome to the Trans Dance, where we talk about everything trans and we dance. Today on our show, we have Lisa James, who is a renowned San Francisco trans photographer.
Hello. When I started this journey, I knew that I wasn't happy being who I was and living that life. But I decided that I was going to take the journey as far as I needed to be happy. I was going to take it one step at a time. And if painting my nails and wearing, having a purse and doing this and that would have been enough to make me happy, then that's where I'd stop. I've reevaluated it every time. Every time I take a step. I had surgery vaginoplasty, SRS, which is now they're calling gender confirmation surgery, I guess now.
You think cis people get hung up on not knowing words?
Oh, trans people.
Can we use less syllables, please?
Horrible at it. Horrible at it. I got in trouble for saying genetic female. I got in trouble for saying biologic female.
Yeah.
And so I started calling people, cisgender women, factory direct.
Factory direct.
Females. Factory direct females.
I got a couple aftermarket parts going on
I'm
here.
a little modified, and they're, whatever. So I had my surgery a year ago, and I had it because it became available. There was a lot of pain and suffering involved, a lot of healing, and I'm a year out. I've still got some things that I'm trying to work out, and but I'm really, really different. And when we're approaching surgery, I think that we think about things like, will I be able to have sex afterwards? Will I have sensation? And all that kind of stuff. Women have a certain strength that's different than a man's strength. And I'm not at all suggesting that I'm weaker, because I have a certain strength to persevere and to survive and to get things done and to whatnot. But that kind of swagger isn't there, and so that doesn't make me sort of as courageously brave externally as I was previous. And so little differences like that, understanding my body and how I relate to like meat versus sugar has changed. I've become a little more carb oriented, and my moods have changed, and tons of stuff that you don't think about. There's also a certain silence around trans women, post-op trans women, that when we're pre-op, at least in my community, we talked about everything. Every time I got my nails done for the first time, yay! My group would all be like, yay, congratulations. First time I went out in a dress, yay, right? Everything, hormones, a big deal. And then we have probably the greatest single event in a post-op trans person's life, trans woman's life, and we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
We don't talk about it. As much as I wanted to be who I am, I had to go through a certain grieving period for the person I was. That person, that man, took on that so this woman could survive. If we, as post-op women, talk about and verbalize that, yes, there was grieving for that person, and yes, there was some uncertainty about my decision, and yes, it was more difficult and painful and whatever than I thought it was going to be, then it opens the door to suggest that, well, maybe I'm unsure. Maybe I was unsure about my decision. Maybe I'm not really a woman, and I don't want to open that door. And I think that's a fear that keeps us silent. I encourage trans post-op women out there in all parts. I'm going to try to organize something here in San Francisco, but get together. It doesn't have to be a support group. Coffee, tea. Talk about what you're struggling with. Because being post-op is a whole different journey. It's a whole different thing, and it needs support,
Well, thank you, Lisa, so much for being on our show today and sharing so much with us.
Thank you for having me.
If you've liked what you've seen, check us out at BeSlaveful.com. Are you ready for one more dance break?
Yes!
That's what you're coming for, but you drop your back to the floor. It's getting late now, hey now. She sips a Coca-Cola.